I've never really been good with relationships. They've never really worked out, like failing at staying fit. I've always treated them like finding a pair of rare shoes that weren't quite my size the way I was trying to make them fit. They weren't making sense. Time, I wasted it. Sometimes I wasn't feeling it. Sometimes they just split. But I was tired of the failures and the pain that came with it. So in the end, it made me quit. I no longer desired to try. Well, that is until somebody else would walk by and catch my eye, but then I would catch myself and remind myself of the last time that I failed, and again, I would change my mind. You ever been hurt so many times that you've begun expecting it? And that being rejected is a routine that you've seen so many times that it's become repetitive? That it's gotten to a point where I no longer try avoiding it or neglecting it, but instead I just started accepting it. It's the way life is. See, I've heard the I love you and the I care about you lines before, but they mean nothing to me. Just another person lying to my face because they either need or want something from me. Sometimes I believe them, but in the end, I feel dumb because you see, as soon as they find somebody else, and just like that, they're done with me. I remember this one girl used me as sort of a placeholder or something to do while you wait, like for the layover, but as soon as her wait's over, I get the cold shoulder and I'm left feeling like a fool again. Her being single breaks over and I'm left brokenhearted, so being overly guarded takes over, and I want to reach out and ask her why, but I can't let her know that I'm a pain holder and great torture, so I guess I lose again. Now, I know that me talking about rejection sounds depressing, but from all of that, y'all, the fact is I've learned incredible lessons. See, I've learned to pray for my enemies and those who hurt me, no matter how hard it is. The last person I prayed for through falling tears. I've learned to love myself even when others don't. I've learned to know my worth even when others won't. I've learned to be careful who I let into my life and to choose carefully who I select as a wife. I've learned to be confident, conquering fear. When I see someone I like, I'll start off with a compliment, knowing I'm competent, and ask them, what are you doing later tonight? I've learned to never to give up, but to get tough. And if you fall, get up. Be strong. And if you can't, then get buff. And if you stall, never get stuck. I've learned that all things are possible and to focus on my future and not my current obstacles. See, it was told to me by somebody close to me that you got to love them and leave them until you find the right one. Well, I've done some thinking, and that type of thinking is why the love you seek is never the right one. See, if I decide to love you, I'm in it until we part in death. I'm trying to build with you like an architect with my heart projects. It's authentic. I'm not like your past guys, all lies and all gimmicks. I'm more like me, and more exceeds all limits. What I'm trying to tell you is that if I start with you, then it's with you that I'll finish. See, I've never had anybody love me before. I've never really had anybody truly care. I've only experienced the synthetic type, you know, the kind that comes with words, but the actions aren't there. But that's taught me to be strong and to carry on and not to focus on the fact that life isn't fair. So to my future wife, I have a whole lot of unused love in this heart of mine, so be prepared. Thank you. It's K-Soul.